What is going on, everybody? What is going on? And welcome to this week's episode 136 of the STS Guys. I'm Wizard Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
Oops. Hey guys, it's Nate.
I'm Wizard Scott.
We're the STS Guys, a weekly podcast where we sit around, shoot the shit, and talk about anything geeky, nerdy, and cool. This week we also have special guests joining us all the way from Talking Pops, Mike.
How's it going, guys?
Welcome back,
Up,
Mike.
Yeah, welcome back. Our first three-time guest. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
3 times.
Sometimes you got to scrape the bottom of the barrel, and it seems like that I'm only a guest when Josh is on vacation.
It worked out that way this time, at least. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it
Was
happened
it last time too? It might have
Yeah,
been.
I'm pretty sure it's been almost a year.
So can I give props to Manny here for calling this out before the stream? No,
Hey, cheers,
Good job,
buddy.
Manny. You nailed it.
cheers.
This
Yeah.
one's for
Yes,
you.
Scott and Jeremy are sitting together, and they're wearing their wizard hats. For
We got our
a
wizard hat. So we'll
So
get into
real quick,
why we're
though,
wearing wizard hats
real quick,
later, yeah.
If people aren't familiar with Talking Pops, Mike, what is Talking Pops, and where can we find you guys online and stuff?
We talk about Pop Funko stuff. We've been doing it for four long years.
Yeah.
4 long, stupid, pointless years. And but you can find us just anywhere. It's just Talking Pops. Just search it up, and we're there. It's
Nice and easy.
stupid. It's dumb.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this up
You
here.
sound so excited to talk about it. That's great.
Hey, you know you're a success. Like I said, if you can type into Google Talking Pops and you own the entire first page of Google.
Yes.
Oh, is that it? I haven't done it in a while.
Bam.
Pretty sure you are.
Celebrity status right there.
Right.
That graphic works.
4 years, man. That's your biggest accomplishment.
I know. Right? Sometimes I just type in Funko podcast, and then like on the 10th page, it's ours. It's a little higher than that, but I haven't checked just typing that in.
Yeah.
Well,
Mike's
if you
being
type in STS into Google for us, like I said, so it's either all of us or we're competing with some like student, student ministry.
It's a student-to-student ministry. They call themselves the STS Guys Ministry.
Oh yeah.
Is it with a Z?
No, like just like STS Guys, like STS Guys Ministry. So it's a ministry for guys that are students teaching students, I guess.
Which couldn't be more
That's
opposite
good.
than we are.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, if they click on our STS Guys website, they're gonna be real mad because those are Jesus people.
It's different.
There's got to be who's more niche? You think those guys right now, or you guys? It's got to be them, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I will say we own most of the searches, but every once in a while one of theirs just creeps in on like page 2.
It's all those guys that are like, I got to be a Jesus guy so I can meet the Jesus girls, and then we can do butt stuff because they don't do vagina stuff right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. If it doesn't,
Doesn't count.
You would still save yourself a marriage with butt stuff.
Hell yeah.
Well, like Manny just stated, there's always a chance that you might come across an image of one of these guys trying to sell women's underwear back in the day, right? That could be part of that Google search.
One of those guys in Austin.
Oddly enough, it's the 2 guys also sitting in here wearing wizard hats that also tried to hawk women's underwear.
Just picture them in underwear with the wizard hats, all right?
Yeah.
Hey, you
That's hot.
gotta do what you can. You gotta do what you can.
Shout out to the chat. We got a lot of people here, so thank you for showing up. We got Ed, we got Manny, we got Sean Blair, we got Gary L, Patrick Cusack, we've got Hockey in here, Damian Cooper, who else? Am I missing anyone? Toys R Us Kid. So yeah, thanks everybody for joining. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
weren't here last week, so we missed all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks for showing up this week.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Does that mean it's been a week?
It's been a couple of weeks.
It has been a couple weeks.
It has been a couple of weeks.
I feel like there's there's got to be some stories in here.
Well, you guys don't know, but last Saturday, I was on Geek Together.
Yeah.
And so was Mike, kind of.
Technically,
Yes. Because some sad news broke late last week that pretty much everyone from the Funko Funcast got laid off of Funko. So basically there is no Funko Funcast anymore.
Mhm.
So Geek Together put together like a tribute episode and invited people on to be there live or to record like pre-record messages of just our favorite memories and stuff. So Mike threw up a pre-recorded message, which is great. I was there live to give my little spiel.
Wasn't invited live, but it's no big deal.
Yeah. Oh, you weren't?
Not heard or
Oh,
anything.
Nah, it's
Sorry.
cool. Whatever. I don't need
Whatever. You were live. Well, you guys were live at the same time. That's so it probably wouldn't have worked.
debatable.
But you could have dual streamed. But yeah, so I jumped on there real quick. Like I did my spiel about how Jeremy and I met Sully at that Scum and Villainy bar before the Making Fun premiere and stuff. So it was cool. It was a really great tribute. Shout out to those guys. It's actually their 1 year anniversary today too. So congrats Geek Together for making it a year. It's pretty cool.
Here.
Yeah, Austin fam too, because they're Christina and Damien are officially in Austin, so that's really cool.
They made the official move because they actually joined the local Austin Funko group.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I saw them pop up today.
That's a big step.
Oh, I get it.
That's when you know it's serious when you're joining the new Facebook groups. But yeah, so that's what I did on Saturday. It was fun. We actually ran over too. It was like 8:30 when it was all done, so it worked out perfect that we weren't live.
Means you had a good time.
Yeah, it was really fun. Kind of sad, but really fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is sad though. It's really sad news. I remember when you texted that, it was just like, what?
Yeah. I was shocked. Yeah, like I messaged Mike too. I think we were just kind of shocked. Like they haven't been working for a while, but to be gone was very surprising.
Crazy because you saw a lot of people post about it, and then you're like, okay, well they're keeping Sully, right?
Yeah.
They're like, nah, gone. You know, he posted a video. It was tough to watch because you could tell he was really bummed about it.
Yeah,
But it's nice too to see him, you know, when they drop a new Funko Shop exclusive, he's like, oh, that's awesome. You know, so it
is nice to see that still there. Yeah, very cool. And then the community, right? Like really just the fans of the Funcast, which happened to be all of our friends, right, reached out and there was a really cool Mixer stream when Sully was live. If you're not following him, go check him out, McCracken5 on Mixer. But it was really cool, right? Lots of hearts, a lot of embers, and a lot of good feelings and stuff. Well, he took like 2 steps playing Animal Crossing. It was a really cool stream. It was really like, even though it was a sad weekend, I think that we all came together and kind of made the most of it. It was actually really cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that is cool.
Yeah, very cool. I got one more thing because it's a bingo square. I got bingo square. So if you're not already have your bingo square, go to podcastbingo.com/STS Guys, and you can play STS Guys Bingo. Thanks to our friend Andrew for creating that. But one of those bingo squares is Funko Soda, and I finally got the Freddy Funko Soda.
I like that.
You get a chase?
There you go.
So it's an eBay purchase. For reasons I didn't buy it when it dropped that morning.
I didn't buy it when it dropped that morning because it sold out in 30 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't try, but I probably wouldn't have got one anyhow. But I'm like, you know what? Eventually people aren't going to want these on eBay. I got lucky and I got one it was $15 shipped. So really less than it would have been on Funko Shop. It was open, but I don't even care. It's cool. I just wanted the regular one. I didn't really even care about the chase. So.
I think that's what I got for mine that's what I got mine for on Macari.
Yeah, same, right? I mean, I'm okay with that.
Oh,
I was willing to go up to like 20 and I still would have been happy.
You never pay retail for a mainline with a chase.
No, yeah, exactly right. It's still the same idea.
Box. Just buy a mystery box, you'll get them all.
Yeah. Somebody's sitting on a ton. So yeah, there's a free bingo square. Funko Soda.
Cool.
Well,
how about you guys?
So I got an interesting story. I told Jeremy about this, but today I took my dog in to get grooming. Now she's like a 100-pound like lab Mastiff mix, right? So I did the grooming or whatever. That was fine. The lady was like, "Yeah, your dog is a horrible dog."
Wow.
When I went to pick her up, and I was like, "Oh, what happened?" Apparently, when they were doing like the wash or the blow dry it scared my dog, and she shit all over the person's table. So I was like, you know, like I paid this groomer. I was like, I'm not gonna really tip very much because I already paid them for the, you know, it's the service, right? Like, that's what I pay them for. And then she told me that. I was like, well, fuck, now I gotta tip this person pretty well because he had to clean up a bunch of dog shit.
Yeah.
The blow dry is the last part too, so you have to like start over.
Yeah, it's like, oh no.
You almost made it. You
almost made it, but now you just rewash that dog.
It's funny that you bring that up because somebody had told me once that was a groomer that's actually fairly common that a lot of dogs poop on the table when they're getting their hair cut.
Yeah, like my oldest dog, like I said, she has this weird phobia about getting her nails trimmed. So no one else can trim her nails. We can't take her to the groomer. We can't take her to the vet to trim her nails because if someone trims her nails, she'll spray them.
Really?
Spray them? No, that's worse.
Yeah.
A little poop bath.
We call that one the poo rocket.
Yeah.
Like a skeleton.
But no, I do have It's Been a Week story also involving dogs.
Oh.
Yeah, yours is more important than mine. That's why I had to get mine out first.
Yeah. I actually got a new dog.
Nice. Yes, I saw the videos.
Yeah, so got an English Mastiff puppy. So he's 8 weeks now. Already weighs almost 20 pounds.
He's gonna be huge.
Get huge.
Yeah, he's gonna be so massive. But you gave him an appropriate name. So what's the name?
So I thought this was gonna be the perfect name because you know what? I figured he's probably gonna eat half my stuff anyways. Thanos.
Perfect. That was a good way for delivery. Yeah, Thanos. He's gonna be big. He's gonna be mean, and he's gonna eat half your shit.
Yep. So I figured the name was fitting. So.
No, that's cool, man.
Yes, can we see? Yeah, not right now, just because he's sleeping right now.
Yeah.
And he will whine nonstop for an hour. I can wake him up.
There's
Go find Jeremy at TX Germs on
Yeah.
Instagram, and he has some videos up.
Yeah.
TX probably means Texas, right?
Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be.
You're so embarrassed if you ever move again, though, because you'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to change this."
I know.
Well,
at least you move somewhere cool. Like TX is a good abbreviation, like not like Illinois or something.
I thought
I'm
they
gonna bring
were
this up here
term.
because-
Illinois would be ill Jeremy.
Jeremy.
That's what
Ill terms.
But here's the thing: is when Jeremy first made his Instagram, it was AZ Germs.
Yeah.
It got
It
changed
was.
when he moved here.
He will change it based on location.
Yeah, it's I gotta keep
Gotta keep it
represent,
fresh.
you know?
Well, to be fair, it's the germs that really sticks out there. You know, not so much the state. You're just letting me know, oh, well, now he's in Texas, but he's still germs.
Do you have 50 Instagram accounts and you're secret about it?
I have to have all these. Yeah.
Shut up.
See,
I feel like I'm gonna try to figure out where you're moving next and get the username before you get it. I'm just gonna get all the other states.
Just get email addresses and sign up for all.
No, the next move is gonna be Costa Rica.
Jeremy's like, I'm out.
You're gonna touch somebody's knee first and then leave.
what is that? CR germs.
I guess. Yeah.
It is CR
Nice.
for germs.
For sure.
For germs.
Well, congrats on the new dog, Jeremy.
Yeah. Very cool.
I also got something new over these last couple of weeks. Finally upgraded my camera. So I got
Thanks.
actually got a Sony. I got it right here. Sony A7 III.
Nice.
Really, really sweet camera, man. It's a crazy upgrade from what I had before. It's a mirrorless. It's full frame. I was using a Nikon D32 for probably like 3200, sorry, for probably like 6 or 7 years. Really learned a lot on that thing. You know, it's a great starter camera. I think the new one now is like a 3500. But finally, you know, I've been thinking about this for a while, so probably since like November, and pulled the plug, did it. And I'm happy I did, though, because it's crazy. It's got way more capability than my last camera.
So Nate, I said, how nuts is the weight difference, right? Like,
Weight difference, yeah.
The mirrorless weightless
God.
difference is crazy.
The first time I picked up a mirrorless, I thought there was like something wrong with the camera.
Yeah, because like it's so light.
So light, yeah, it's definitely a lot lighter. Once you get the lens on there, it becomes a little heavier, but it is a full frame camera, which is what I was really looking for. Because I don't know, I mean, the Nikon has like a cropped one. I don't know if you guys know the frame, basically what's capturing the image. So it lets you have like a lot more light sensitivity, so you can really mess with light a lot more. I went to Sedona probably like the day after I got it and took some shots in the cave, and they came out great. I'm just really impressed. So yeah, it was cool. And then we got a new Mezco pre-order, and it's actually still up, which is really surprising.
Oh wow! Okay.
Let me do a share screen here.
Do a sherry.
You guys know me, and I love my Mezcos.
I got it.
So yeah, they announced this new Superman, the 1978 edition. Really, really cool. And if you guys have, I don't know, I know you guys in the chat don't really collect as much, or not in the chat, in the stream, but the Mezco Superman stuff is like really sought after. They haven't done a ton of them in a while. Like they did this classic one, and then they did a BVS Superman, so a Henry Cavill. And then they did a Red Sun version, which was kind of like a variant. But they haven't done a Superman in a while, so this has been like a really sought after thing. They finally released this new Christopher Reeves, and yeah, I know what you're gonna say. It's coming up. So you have this, the suit looks really nice. This head sculpt is good specifically, but then they added in a different head sculpt. You're gonna see it in a second. Where is it? There it is.
Oh my God, what is that?
So
cheesy smile.
To be fair though, if you look back at Henry Cavill photos, I wish I would have put one up as a comparison. His face, he has a kind of a weird smile, to be honest with you. He kind of like gets really excited when he smiles.
I thought that was the mustache thing.
Yeah, no, like
yeah, you're thinking of wait, did I say Henry Cavill or
you said Henry Cavill? You meant Christopher Reeve, right?
Jesus, I just butchered that.
Sorry.
Christopher Reeve has a really weird smile when he's in that Superman costume.
But he doesn't look uncomfortable when he's smiling. This person looks uncomfortable.
Yeah. It looks like he's proud because he just like crop dusted somebody.
Yeah, he's like.
I saw an image and they put like basically a gate, a chicken wire fence. So like he's looking through a kid's like elementary school or something.
Yeah.
Being a creeper.
That's about right.
It's pretty bad.
But I mean,
With the wheelchair, or is that separate?
Do what?
Oh.
The wheelchair is an upgrade accessory.
I need help. But yeah, I mean, it's still like a cool figure. I think it's awesome they did a Christopher Reeve Superman because it kind of goes along with the Michael Keaton Batman that's coming out. And another thing that's really cool about it is it comes with this Fortress of Solitude, like the crystal computer.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it lights up.
Yeah, lights up. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's why, because I noticed in the background, right? I can see the price. It's $125, which is a little bit more than some of the Mezco figures, but it's because it's got that light up accessory.
I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
Yeah, that is like
that seems to be the biggest issue people have with this right now is that head.
They gotta fix that because you do not need rape face Superman.
Yeah. Because you can see it there, but this one almost looks a little bit better than it does actually on the figure. So I don't know. They might modify it after, before it actually comes out, because Mezco's done that before.
Well, Nate, you bought that aftermarket head from somebody. Like that thing looks awesome. Right? Like so that's a great looking head. These two head sculpts, I'm just not sold on them.
No, the serious one isn't too bad, but rape face is just awful.
Great.
At least he's got one good head.
Yeah.
He's got
one good head.
There's a lot wrong with this conversation right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird things going on here. But yeah, I mean, you can get custom head sculpts. So if you don't like these, like Jeremy said, I got one from a guy a little while ago. It's amazing. It's a Christopher Reeves head sculpt, or Christopher Reeves. So I hope it fits on this one.
Yeah. But no bullet effects? Come on, Mezco.
I know, no bullet effects. I was hoping they would give us like a removable button-up shirt with a Clark Kent head, so you could like really do the transformation. That would be cool. Or like a phone booth. That would be awesome.
Yeah, like something.
But the Fortress of Solitude's cool. It's still a Mezco Superman, which is big for Mezco collectors. So I think there's still a lot of people going after this. But I'm surprised that it's actually still available, because it's a Mezco exclusive. These usually they sell out pretty fast. So
People are probably scared for their other action figures.
Yeah.
That thing.
Right?
Yeah,
Watch your
he's like-
butts.
Hey, you stay away from my friends over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's Superman. You ain't getting away. Like if Superman wants to have his way with you, Superman's gonna have his way with you.
Faster than the speeding bullet.
He'll get you before you even know it.
Yeah, you're gonna be just walking. Superman, damn it!
Ouch. Whoa.
Son of a bitch.
Mark.
What happened back there?
Krypton.
I need my kryptonite undies.
My kryptonite.
Nah.
What about you, Mike? You got it's been a week. Any new pops or anything?
I'm selling a bunch of mine. I want
Nice.
to downsize about half.
It's a big task, man. But
Yeah.
I get it.
I think we all go through that every
7
once
today, and it was rough. It was like I sold the whole regular show set and green Sour Patch Kid, lime Sour Patch Kid, and it was just messages every 2 minutes, and then like, what's the lowest she'll take? Text me, da 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 da. All through Macari. Macari's who I like to sell through because it's easy. But man, people are dickheads.
Yeah, the general public is just a bunch of assholes usually. Either ghost you, or they don't show up when they're supposed to, or they try to like really, really lowball you. Just like, come on, man.
I'm already lowballing half the shit when I sell it on that stuff anyway. Don't try to lower it anymore, jackass.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I forgot to tell something for my It's Been a Week. Because I forgot to tell Nate too. The second part I forgot to tell Nate. So I got a 3D printer, right? So I entered the world of 3D printing. So
It's a new world.
Yeah.
It's a whole new
A whole new world.
It's interesting. Like that's all I can say. It's all you can get lost really fast. And Scott, you'd appreciate this. So there's all these model websites, right? And so you can go through and like everyone's like pre-designed models and this that, and the other. That's Scott, you'd like this this one model site. Like I said, you can go to like there's an R-rated section of models. There's a whole section.
Yeah, there is
3D printable like sex toys.
Oh. Well, I mean,
I
that
see
kind of
nothing
makes
wrong with
sense.
it.
Yeah.
Like, first off, okay, so here's the thing. I still maintain that if anything is good, porn will get their hands in it. 3D printing, porn has got their hands in it.
But I said, so regardless of that, I said I was digging through the multiple different things. I actually made Nate something.
What?
I made
What?
Nate a 12th scale trash can.
Oh,
that's
cool.
awesome.
So like you're Phoenix like trash can barrel. I said I made a 12th scale version of that.
That's so cool, man. I know. Right when Jeremy got it, he put in his story. I sent him a message like, "Dude, you gotta," or I think he posted about it. And I said, "Make some 112 props." And he's like, "Oh, I got you, man. Don't worry about it." So I'm really excited to see that, Jeremy. That's cool.
Yeah. So I guess I started that print the other day, got that done, and so now I just got to print the wheels and the lid. But yeah, it's I said the main thing they actually turned out really good.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, it's the best part about those 3D printers, and they're getting big now. There's, a lot of people that are starting to get them. They're starting to make these props, or you can, just make whatever you want, really. Like, you want to make a tool, or if you want to make a sex toy.
No, you know what it's like though? It's almost like it's like magic. Like you have something, so there's nothing, and then all of a sudden, expecto patronus, it's there.
That's great. That explains the wizard hats, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like you're a Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I would say you're a big Harry Potter fan if you know that spell.
Would it be 3D Printicus? 3D.
Oh, and it's actually the third movie in the Harry Potter franchise. Talk about 3D,
All right.
3H.
This disclaimer, Nate. I'm sorry in advance.
Because I know you're a fan.
I know you're a fan, Nate.
Oh, well, I wasn't, we've talked about Harry Potter before. So if you guys don't remember, why are we talking Harry Potter today? On the last episode, we were talking about Harry Potter. It just came up. And then the idea was, hey, let's watch a Harry Potter movie and talk about it on the next episode. So here we are. I'm kind of the big Harry Potter fan, I think, among the STS guys.
I think you're the only one, including Mike, who has ever really seen a Harry Potter movie.
One I've
Really?
seen.
Okay, I was hoping Mike would be on my side today, but man,
I'm
I'm
not a
totally
kid.
alone here. Okay, so I finally convinced the guys to watch a Harry Potter movie, and Jeremy and Scott really got into the occasion because they have the wizard hats. But if anybody hasn't seen the third Harry Potter movie, we should probably give them like a quick rundown. So, Mike, since you're our guest.
Mike, you got to do it. So give us the too long didn't read summary of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Did I say it right?
So there's Harry Potter has dreams, right? And Voldemort's in there and he's like a little baby boy. And the 10th Doctor's there, right? And then the dreams keep happening. And then there's dragons, right? And they fight the dragons to get an egg. They put the egg in the water. And they hear a mermaid song, and then they fight mermaids. And then there's a big hedge maze.
Are you talking about the same movie?
A
Here?
vampire dies.
I think we gave Mike the wrong one.
Did you give him Goblet of Fire? It sounds like he's talking about Goblet of Fire here.
They did say the words Goblet of Fire a couple of times in the movie. I thought it was a little weird.
Who is responsible for this? What happened?
Larry, I blame you.
That's amazing. Yeah, sure, guilty.
Listen, they gotta all be the same, right?
So,
Like, is one really going to be that much different than the other? Doesn't matter. Just
so saying that, I was like, I guess maybe there's a fucking dragon.
I'm pretty sure that's not this one, but I know which one you're talking about.
listen.
Like,
The only thing that I
fell
took,
asleep. But
the only thing that I took away from this is that only Marvel movies should be almost 3 hours long because this was boring. They could have cut an hour.
That's sad. I gotta say the fourth one's not really one of my favorites, so I'm kind of sad that was your first exposure.
So we were supposed to watch the third one, The Prisoner of Azkaban, which I don't know what. There's this serious black guy who's a prisoner.
Whoa!
He gets freed. He's a killer.
Can't say
Why is he gotta be black?
Can we just move on? That was not good.
Larry.
What?
The guy's name is Sirius Black. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not even okay. We're moving on from that.
There was no serious black guy.
Harry Potter's godfather, right?
Yes,
Harry
Godfather.
Godfather, the killer.
Everybody, yes, he's in Azkaban, which is
He's
like a
in
really
Azkaban,
serious
yeah.
prison.
It's like Alcatraz, but not because it's for wizards. And then that guy gets out and he's looking for Harry. That's basically it, right? And then Harry, I don't know.
Harry gets beat by icicle ghosts.
Yeah. Those I don't know what they are. Where those black ghosty guys go get him and they're terrorizing him, and then Hermione's there.
Right? Because Prison Mike talks about him.
So just a second.
Yes, you're right. Yes.
Bingo!
Oh, wow, that was quick.
Yeah.
Ed's got a bingo, everybody.
Ed says he's got a bingo.
Good job, Ed.
Oh shit!
Jeez.
Say what I did.
We're only 30 minutes in, and we already got bingo winners here.
We've rocked through quite a few of them here. So
Yeah. All right, so back to the movie plot, right?
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got. Right? Hermione's in it. She's got this necklace that makes them go back in time. So there's time travel.
What?
Yeah, there's an owl. There's a rat man. Like,
there's a rat guy, and there's werewolves, and then there's guys that turn into dogs. They're not werewolves, but they turn into dogs.
Wait, how's that different?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's kind of like, basically anything can happen in these Harry Potter movies. So let's just pretend Mike watched the same one too.
I think I'm getting most of it. Hold on.
Yeah, he's caught up.
Jailbreak. Back to the Future. Perfect.
Explain to me why this happens in the movie. Why do people that are like the wizards have to do the most ridiculous shit with because magic? Like in this one, the fucking book that's alive that if you don't open it right, it tries to eat you. Like, who thought of that as
yeah,
it's a convenient way to learn a fucking book that bites your hand. Like, you
How
can't
far does everybody have to walk too? Everything's so far away from itself in the whole thing.
So don't they have like flying cars and shit? Like,
Yeah,
so,
they
like,
they can't have the flying car because there's a tree that smacks it out of the air. Like, why is there a goddamn tree that attacks people too? Yeah.
The Whomping Willow.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's you guys went into the third one, and you're like, what is all this shit? Like, you know, and this stuff's a lot of this stuff's already kind of been established by this point.
But no, the ridiculousness.
I've seen now
it's 1, 2, and 3, Nate. The fact that there's all this ridiculous shit inside this that doesn't need to. Everything is more complicated for wizards than it needs to be.
Well, I think it's like the wizarding world is not the same as the human world that we're used to. So everything has
worse.
Everything has magical properties, you know. So there's
stop. You mean muggles? Goddamn it.
Yes, muggles.
So, yeah.
Yes,
so, like,
you learned.
Just to prove my point, like, how come every hotel or place they go to is like shitty 15th century, like where everywhere else is like modern day? Like he's like, I'm gonna go to this, this hotel thing, and they're like, "Where's your room?"
Have you ever been to Iowa? It's the same thing.
It's true. That is true. I've been to the Midwest.
See, they're old school, man. They don't need like all this fancy stuff. They don't need airplanes. They have broomsticks.
How many problems in the third movie would have been fixed if they all had cell phones?
Instantly, 100%.
But
you get a text.
I wish we could find Hermione right now. Darn.
Yeah,
right here.
I wish there was,
right?
Yeah.
Like it's in 2002 or something.
Hey, girl, where you is?
Yeah. So basically, this guy Sirius Black is Harry's godfather. Everybody thinks that he killed Harry's parents. Harry's out to get him.
That was
all this shit happens. Like they go to school, all this other stuff, and then they end up. This rat is this guy, and then Sirius Black's actually a good guy, and then it ends.
Yeah. So it's like they
That's the whole movie.
That's really the whole movie.
So I think I've seen this movie before. I think it's called The Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah, basically.
But there's time travel, guys.
Sounds like Star Wars.
Yeah.
I would say the
was a bad guy. So the entire time, this plot is not. I mean, I guess it's for children, right? But the entire time, I had no idea going into this. But the first time I see the picture of that guy, I'm like, he's actually going to be a good guy. And they're like, oh, this guy's a good guy. I'm like, he's okay. Yeah, I guess he's going to help their friends or whatever. Like. They call it this thing. It's like, oh, that dude's a werewolf. Why? Because they fucking had a whole thing about explaining what werewolves are. Like, of course, the dude that's missing during the werewolf explanation is the fucking werewolf. Like,
so what things aren't real in the universe? Like they have werewolves. Are vampires real in this?
Yeah, and then vampires don't really show up very much in Harry Potter, at least.
But they're there though.
So are they like Twilight vampires? Are they sparkly? Do they sparkle? They sparkle the suns?
No, they don't sparkle like Twilight.
They're not real.
They're not sparkling.
It's got to be sparkly to be real. Everybody knows that.
Moving trees, there's giants and stuff. There's a bunch of animals that don't really exist.
Is there a Loch Ness monster?
No.
So
Loch Ness
what
monster.
is Hagrid?
Hagrid is a giant. He's a half man, half giant.
What's that lady that was in charge of the girls in the fourth movie? Is she also a giant?
Are you talking about the older wizard lady?
She's just a ginormous lady. Like she's bigger than
She's a huge lady.
She's from a different school, but yes, she's also half human, half giant.
Wait, there's more than one wizard school? I thought it was just Hogwarts.
See, the one that Mike watched, there's like four competing schools.
There's a guy named Crom.
Yes.
Crom.
There's a lady, Palula or whatever her name was. I know things.
Patrick Cusack, that large lady was named Madame Maxime.
Oh.
Patrick, get out of here.
Yeah. No.
Goblins and unicorns.
Is it Madam? Isn't that? Or Madams like in the 19th century, like kind of like
back when they would have been
like,
no, the Madam was the lady that ran.
Yeah, she was like the bottom.
Yeah, lady.
She's the one that ran the whorehouse. Yeah, the brothel. So,
Wait.
So brothels exist in the Harry Potter world?
How
for
that
sure.
Magic. STD Erraticus.
They probably didn't have condoms, right? They just went in and then they zoomed them out like that, right? Like they did with the poops.
Damien says, I don't think they gave this a fair shake. I feel like you guys are already just like, nah, this shit.
we went
Listen,
into
everybody's mad at J.K. Rowling. Let's just keep it going.
Yeah. Keep that shit
First
going.
No, let's go because it didn't take a lot to think of this plot for at least the third one. I don't know the fourth. I haven't
The
seen it.
fourth one's just 3 dumb games
Yeah.
that take months to do, and they're not going to school. Like the 2 other schools aren't going to school while they're playing a game in another school.
Yeah,
It'd
the
be
fourth
like if you're playing football and then not going to your school for 3 months.
Yeah. It's like we're gonna take a semester off to go play it with a dragon. Like, all right.
Well, they killed the dragon.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Well,
Just like Game of Thrones.
It was like with 4 people though, and they must not have had a real high CGI budget because they only showed 1 dragon die. They didn't show the other 3 fighting the dragons.
Well, yeah, because did they have 4 dragons? They're like, all right, they killed that one next. Like next school, you try.
No, one person did it at a time, but Harry Potter was sitting on a bed, like, oh, I guess I'm gonna fight a dragon soon. It was weird, and I thought I fell asleep or something, and you just didn't see them fight the other 3 dragons.
It's possible.
Nah, it did happen. I checked.
No, they did the full like off screen. Oh, this also happened.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, cool.
I did tell you though that I paused it at an hour and 17 minutes and went, there's another hour and 19 minutes to this.
Yeah.
I'm only halfway through.
It's awful.
On this one, when I was going through, I was like, they started doing time travel. I'm like, fuck. Like, there's still a bunch of movie left. They're time traveling. Like,
Right? Because they just
resolved.
replayed. They just redid everything that I had just
Absolutely.
watched.
They redid the movie and just showed it like, remember that rock that hit him in the head? That was them throwing a rock at themselves.
Yeah, that was
like,
Hermione.
I don't think you guys are giving enough credit. I thought it was a really
watch a
cool...
third one.
Yeah.
See, I'm a big time travel fan, so I was like, "Oh, this is cool," because like they're explaining things that don't really make sense at the beginning of the movie. Like, you know, somebody gets hit in the head with a rock, somebody makes a noise, so they run a different way.
I knew 100%.
And then
it was going to be like,
you did not know they were time traveling. You cannot say that.
100%. Because how did all that shit happen exactly at the right time? Everything was timed perfectly. So I didn't know it was them, but you knew somebody was like...
They don't give you any hint about the time traveling until you start realizing that Hermione time travels. That's how she's in all of her classes. Like,
from another, they gave it to her in a different one of the movies.
No, she only uses it in this movie. The
But
time
she
travel
had it.
thing.
You knew that she had the thing.
Boy,
It was given to her in one of the other movies.
I don't think so.
I agree with Ed. Does this film have a DeLorean? If not, it's not worth seeing. If there's a DeLorean in this shit with some like Jedi's and shit,
When
Jedi versus Harry
did
Potter.
Hermione
Okay. Now, can I
get
bring up the
the
other
time
thing too?
travel device?
Yeah. So, can I bring up one other thing?
She got it in 1993, guys.
The bullies in this movie, Malfoy, that guy's a little bitch.
He did nothing.
He did nothing, but everyone's like, "Oh, he's such a bad person." I'm
Yeah.
like, he did nothing, and Hermione punches him once, and he fucking cried and ran away. Like,
Kind of his MO. He acts like really tough, but he really can't do a whole lot.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought he was the bad guy,
horrible.
but he wasn't even that bad.
I really just wanted to
That's
see
the bad
Snape
guy, right?
fall off of the top of Hogwarts School of Magic. Oh,
oh yeah, drop him like Hans Gruber.
like yeah, I wanted to
No.
see Snape become Hans Gruber.
Yeah.
It's Hans
You know what
Gruber.
I would really like to see is the American Hogwarts. I know there's one, but I'd like to see people in like starter jackets with the Steelers on it going, "Hey,
Yes.
fuck you, Magic guy." You know, I'd like to see that. That'd be fun.
That'd be great.
You guys be into that, right?
I would
Yeah,
actually love to see
Harry
what,
Potter.
like American version of a magic school would be, because I mean we don't spend any money on education as it is, so
They're all fucked up.
they're all fucked up anyway. So like,
Every season, all these like broken youth.
Start a food fight and they go, "Did I do that?" It'd be great because they all watch Urkel.
they're all stuck in the like.
Who
I said,
doesn't?
these ones in modern day England are like stuck in the 1600s anyway. So like, is it all colonial America? Like, what is their MO?
No, it'd probably be before we even showed up.
Like
It's all-
Native
guys have
American times.
Yeah.
They're all in teepees and shit.
Uh-huh. Thick blankets. They probably have. Cool
Yeah.
ones.
So we can basically, let's give you your ratings here. I know where this is going. This is not going to be good.
What is the ratings out of?
Out of 5.
So we do all of ours out of 5.
Okay, how negative can you go though?
0.
We're gonna say if it just give it a 0, because if it's a
0 with an
we've
asterisk though, right?
We've never given a 0.
No, I don't think we have. Yeah.
Really?
Never.
I'm
had
giving
a
this a 0 because it's a really bad third Harry Potter movie.
Yeah.
The fourth one's a bad third Harry Potter movie, so 0.
Yeah. Mike definitely watched probably one of the worst ones in this series, I would say.
How many are there? 7?
There are 7 movies, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Jesus
lot of movies.
Christ, there's 3 more after the one I watched?
Yes.
There's a lot of Harry Potter out
But
there.
the 3 after yours are probably the best 3 in the series, because that's like when everything's everyone's older. There's definitely more.
You don't feel like a creep when you see any girl.
So, Larry, so
Yeah,
Larry,
like, you see better battles and stuff. Like everybody
But
knows what they're doing.
didn't you pick this one for us to watch because this is one of the better ones?
no, because it's so.
But
Larry,
it wasn't.
I get it, because at 7 movies in, I didn't know what the fuck was going on for half.
Yeah.
of this movie
Okay.
anyway.
Fair. Right? Because
So-
like Nate said, maybe they explained the tree in
Yeah, I didn't want to
first or
tell you
second
guys
movie.
like to go watch 5 or like
Sure.
6 or anything, because you won't know what the hell's going on. You're like, who
Okay,
are all these
yeah.
people? Why
Fair.
is it happening?
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair too, I know who all the people are because they have Funko Pops. Like that reindeer thing that Harry Potter turned into or whatever was going on there. I know
Yeah.
that exists because it has a pop.
Oh,
The
the-
blanket, when he puts on the blanket and goes invisible, that was a Funko Shop pop like
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. I knew what
Yeah.
was going on.
Yes, but Damien Cooper mentioned this
Movie
earlier.
knowledge off of his pop collection. I love it.
Yeah,
I mean, they can teach you a lot, the pops.
it's true.
But Damien mentioned this earlier, and I kind of had the same experience when I was younger. The Harry Potter movies came out in elementary school, and I started reading them. I ended up getting like really into it, and I think that's why, like, for me, 3 is one of my personal favorites. But for you guys, you're like, I hate this. I just think I got really connected to the characters, the world, so like, I kind of got a little bit more invested in it. Whereas, I get you guys are just kind of like, well, what is this? I'm not really into the whole thing. This is kind of weird. I think it's
Movies are for babies, is what you
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta appreciate it, I think, from being in that kid perspective and then growing up with it. Because kind of coming at it as an adult, you're like, okay, this is weird. I'm not into it.
Sure. That's fair.
So I don't know. I think it's definitely one of those things you got to be into the lore and be willing to kind of invest yourself into it to really enjoy it.
The lore? There's
Yeah.
lore?
The lore, man. There's a whole world. There's a whole history there.
Is there a book that explains all the stuff in the books and the movies?
I'm sure.
No, it kind of
Like a
explains
creature
itself. over
guide
time.
or a
Like as
Okay,
you
there it is.
go on in the story, you start learning about the past, and that kind of helps you explain. Okay, this is how we got to this point. This is how Hogwarts exists, and why Dumbledore the way he is. And
I feel like it was just lazy writing, that you wrote a story and then you had to later go back and be like, oh shit, I gotta explain how this all happened. So let's just later on we'll explain it later.
So speaking of this lore, though, right? Like, so apparently there's a whole bunch of fan fiction out there, and some of them get kind of steamy. With the old Harry Potter, the old HB.
I think we've found some of those before, right?
Oh, yeah.
Some of those fan
all of us
fiction.
I think all of us have actually inadvertently been interacted with that in some way, because wasn't that 50 Shades of Grey book in that series based off of someone's fan fiction it was either Harry Potter or Twilight?
It was Twilight.
It was Twilight. So another
Same difference.
Yeah, basically the same thing.
yeah,
basically.
right? Like,
Listen, the same guy was in both, right?
yeah.
Edward?
Yeah. He was in the one I watched.
Oh, was
Oh
it?
yeah,
He wasn't
he
into Twilight.
was. Yeah, Sparkly Vampire was in
He
there.
got
Sparkly
murked.
Vampire.
Died
Oh, yeah.
So was
Yeah,
he
he
Edward
ends up
Harry
getting
Potter?
murdered in that. Yeah, he gets
By
killed.
Voldemort. Straight up killed
Yeah,
him.
Voldemort just bam. killed him.
Voldemort wasn't even in the third one.
I know.
No, your bad guy was a dude that turns into a rat, but not well. Like, if you
Yeah.
saw that guy, you're like,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, is that the
Right?
guy that got his hand cut off and brought Voldemort back in the fourth one?
No, that's a different guy.
It's a different
There's
rat-looking guy.
Turn into rats?
The whole story like is basically Voldemort trying to get back to like full human form. So like the first one starts when he's just like basically on somebody's head. He's like just
The worst
little
CG
piece
I've
of
ever
himself.
seen in my life.
So
yeah,
is it
well, it was,
Voldemort's
yeah.
herpes?
He has herpes.
Does
And
he
then
ever
over the
grow his
movies-
nose back?
No.
No, his nose is always gone. And
Like even beforehand, or is this?
I think he like kind of loses it over time as he becomes more evil because he's part of that Slytherin house, which is like kind of the embodiment of like all evil. They do all these dark magic powers, so I think he just loses it over time.
Okay,
Why would they
so
even
that's
have
the
that
case.
house then?
Yeah, that's my
Most-
question. Is why does the school like? Oh, well, let these
Oh, we
fuckers
know
stay.
these kids are evil dicks, so we put them all together.
Yeah.
That's kind of
sounds good. All the evil.
Well, they
kids-
started wearing big leather coats in the 90s.
It's true. Well, you know, and I think like they say that there's good wizards that come from Slytherin too, but all the bad wizards come from Slytherin. That's why Draco Malfoy, he's part of Slytherin. He's kind of like the evil guy in the movies. It does kind of sound like Star Wars competing factions.
Well, no, Ed says, so somebody got their hand cut off in the fourth one.
It does.
Star Wars.
That's true.
That's a total
And he
George
got a
Lucas
middle
thing.
hand back.
The only difference is it's not by his father. You know, that's a big difference there.
So do we ever figure out basically where all these houses come from? Like, so why is there a house called Hufflepuff?
Yeah. What is Hufflepuff?
Oh, it was
So
set
there's-
up by John Hufflepuff.
There's
Yeah.
4 houses. So there's Hufflepuff, there's Ravenclaw. Those are the 2 that don't really get a whole lot of attention. And then there's Gryffindor, which is Harry and all the good guys. And then there's Slytherin, which is Malfoy and all the bad guys.
So, but like, where does the name like? To Jeremy's point, who thought of like you got
it was-
Ravenclaw? All right, that's kind of cool. Gryffindor. All right, cool. Griffin, Slytherin, snakes. Fucking Hufflepuff. What the
They were-
What's a
they were-
Hufflepuff?
That's where all the wussies are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were it was the last name of the wizard that started that house, basically.
No,
So
they
it was John Hufflepuff.
John
Yeah,
Hufflepuff.
Something Hufflepuff, yep.
yeah.
Something
Say
right.
Esteban Hufflepuff. Yeah.
Esteban.
Esteban.
No, that's not British enough.
When they put the hat on and they say Slytherin and they don't immediately chop their heads off, they're wrong, right?
So at one point,
Yeah,
like,
that's- Mike's got a good point here.
If you put on the hat, they're like Slytherin. You're like, oh fuck, I'm evil. Like I didn't
I
know.
better get to killing. Let's do this.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna be a dick.
I better
Yeah.
go bully a kid that lives under stairs.
No.
And even Voldemort came from Slytherin. So I think Mike brings up a pretty good point. Like, why do they keep training these
Yeah.
kids? Because eventually they become bad and use the training against them to kill other people. You know?
It's
I mean,
like
is it
when
worth
Mark
killing-
Hamill. It's like when Luke Skywalker was training Kylo Ren,
Yeah.
and
No,
he
it's-
didn't kill him.
you know
He
what?
turned evil.
Clearly have a tree that assaults people. Just every time they're like Slytherin, like take him out to the fucking tree. Like
Why don't
It's
they
like-
just chop that tree down if it only fights people?
yeah. Like or yeah, that's a safety hazard for children. Like I am sorry.
All right,
Or
let's
they
go through
could at
ratings.
least have, was there like a gate around it with a sign
There's
that
no
says,
gate.
"Hey,
It's literally
Dick
just
Tree"?
True. So Patrick brings up a good point. In the first movie, Harry's actually almost chosen for Slytherin first. He's telling the hat that Jeremy and Scott are wearing, the sorting hat. It talks to you, and he's like, not Slytherin, not Slytherin. This is what Harry's saying. He's like, oh, that would have been my first choice.
I choose you,
And
Hufflepuff.
then-
Did it say
and then Harry ends up being
Slytherin? Or did he go, maybe Slytherin? You know what? Hufflepuff with all your buddies.
yeah, he wanted nothing to do with Slytherin.
Yeah. Go hang out with
you're
Ron
worthless?
Weasley.
Hufflepuff.
I mean, isn't Ron Weasley Hufflepuff? If anybody's Hufflepuff, it's Ron Weasley.
He could have fit in the Hufflepuff house.
Does
He
Ron
forgets-
Weasley hook up with Hermione? Is that a thing?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
How did
his-
that happen?
That's his claim to fame.
Yeah. Eventually they end up
I don't
hooking
know
up.
what else he does.
He
In this one,
tried at the
he
Yule Ball
protects the
because-
bad guy. In the third one, he protects the bad guy who he thinks is his pet rat. Gets the shit kicked out of him, and then is in a hospital bed for the rest of the time. Like you didn't do shit.
He should have got
You,
beaten up. He
you
deserved it.
progressed the story none.
He's always kind of like the silly, goofy one. He always has a hard time. And Hermione's kind of like the opposite. She's like the smart one. She always knows what to do. So somebody said it. Maybe opposites attract. Maybe that's how it works. But I think a lot of people expected them to end up with, or her to end up with Harry in the books.
I
There's-
did.
He hooks up with the ginger sister, right?
Yeah, he ends up hooking it with Ron's younger sister.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
So that's what you do.
They-
Way to
Rub
ruin
it
the
in
movie for me.
every,
Yeah.
every Halloween, right? Or Christmas or
Spoiler.
whatever the fuck they do.
Right.
Banging your sister.
Yeah, I'm going back home with
How do you
you.
feel about that?
every
Yeah.
Hogwarts Thanksgiving.
Yeah, every time.
Here's the question I have.
Oh, you
One
don't
one
have
last
to.
weird observation I had. So when they're in the main hall where they're all fucking eating, it is lit by candles floating above their head, right? How often is somebody sitting there like eating that? Like, ah, fuck, wax! Like
Ow.
that is the worst placement for a goddamn candle I've ever seen in my life.
Well, I
True.
mean, the candles float.
here.
You don't assume that they just don't drip.
No, they have the drip marks down them. Like at some point, that shit's
The
dripping.
drip marks are there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just like
Hey.
decoration.
Read Ed's comment. We helped somebody today.
We did.
I think anybody that's watching this stream is never going to watch a Harry Potter movie.
Good. Is
You
all
know-
their candy alive?
Is all their candy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because don't they eat like he gets like a box of chocolates at some point, doesn't he? And like
Oh,
they're
well,
frogs or something.
He grabbed candy out of a bowl and it started biting his hand.
No, what?
Some of the candy is alive.
This is what I'm
Is that
talking
to mess
about.
with kids?
Way more inconvenient than in real life. Like somebody thought, like I'm gonna make candy and I'm gonna
That's
make
pretty
it.
good topics here. This is what we really need to be focusing on. It's this kind
You
of
know
stuff.
what? Let's make candy that eats people.
Yeah.
Just fuck with.
And there's
Like a
books
book that attacks children.
In the
Like,
Harry
this is-
Potter world, you don't eat the candy eats you.
Or you know what? You know what? To get around, instead of just opening a door, I gotta talk to a lady in a painting to open the painting up so I can go through it. Because
What's
that's
the thing with the paintings?
Yeah, why are the
Look
paintings
like TV.
alive? Are they real people?
Paintings are alive, and there's
Ye-
random ghosts that just are like fucking hang out.
Man, Scooby Doo'd be pissed off with all the ghosts.
Yes, they are
Can you rate
living.
this movie, please?
Yeah, let's go through
Didn't
ratings.
Hagrid have a big
Oh, yeah.
dog? Where was he?
I'm sorry, what?
Didn't Hagrid have a big dog at some point?
That
Yes.
got eaten by the griffin.
In which one?
I don't know.
Was it the dog from Sandlot?
Yeah, it is.
It looked
Love
like
that
it.
dog.
Probably.
It was your dog. It was your dog,
Yeah.
yes.
So there's a dog from Sandlot.
Bull Mastiff,
Nice.
He got eaten by a Hufflepuff.
yes. That's the dog that you
Is
see,
that-
I think, in the
Yeah,
second.
explain.
All right.
All right,
in the
let's
second
go.
book, there's a
Let's
big
go through
green
ratings. Larry, I want to start with you.
Wow. So my rating for Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, it was really bad. I'm gonna give it a 1. I was so bored. 2
Oh.
hours and 17 minutes or something ridiculous like that. So bored.
All right, Nate, give us
I
your
can't-
rating.
I can't
Fine.
rate it. It's
Don't
not
you
a-
fucking lie, Nate. Don't
All
you
right.
lie. We,
Don't lie.
you heard all our arguments.
Yeah.
We know
I'm
you're
gonna say, let's see, out of all of them,
Don't you bullshit us right now.
3.5.
Fuck you.
I know you're.
Three and a half.
Yeah.
Three.
Wait.
And a
So
You
half?
made us watch this for
We
3.5.
wanted your rating, not the
Hey,
runtime.
it's the nostalgia, man. For me, I've got a whole history with it. You guys don't have the history, so I like
You made us watch. You made us watch this one for a 3.5.
All right, 4. I'll give it. I didn't want to go too high because you guys.
No, I wanted you to go
Four's
the
fair.
opposite way.
Yeah. All right.
I know. I'm gonna stick with my 3.5 then.
Mike,
I mean,
what, just for yours, we'll give yours the rating for Goblet of Fire. What's
Goblet
your
of Fire?
Yeah.
It was not very good. I would give it as the fourth Harry Potter movie. I'd probably give it a 1 because I had to pay $2.99 to watch it, and then
Oh.
no.
as the third Harry Potter movie, I would give it a 0
Makes
because
sense.
it's the fourth Harry Potter movie.
Right.
So as rating goes, the fourth Harry Potter movie is not a very good third Harry Potter movie.
So would the fourth Harry
Poor
Potter movie
Mike.
be reinterpreted? So if it was
I feel
like
bad
basically
for Mike.
reimagining like 2 girls, 1 goblet.
Yeah. That might be that.
The real bummer about the whole Goblet of Fire thing is that there's only one girl that's a champion, and they make it so she can't do anything. Like, she never passes any of the things. It's a real bummer.
Yeah, that's not fair.
That is true.
All right. I'm going to go with Larry on this one. It was a 1 for me. It was bad. It was not entertaining at all. I struggled.
Oh.
Uh,
I didn't expect
How about you,
anyone-
Jeremy?
I'm going on a 1, and that's too generous.
You guys are wusses. Go zeros.
Hey,
Like,
Dude, change them to zeros. It's so much fun.
hey, if you,
well, and honestly, like I said, I think I only even rated a 1 just because like some of it was just like so ludicrous.
Yeah,
Like it was actually a comedy.
it was. It broke into some.
hey, you slap a Marvel sticker on it, you guys are going to be all over it.
Were there supposed to be?
This is Doctor
Oh.
Strange's like origin story as he's in a kid in a wizard school. You'd be like, "Oh, this is fucking awesome!"
It wasn't.
But because it's Harry Potter, you're like, "Ah, shit on this."
But you could jump in at any Marvel movie and just understand it. You don't have to go. Oh, you got to watch the first 6 shitty movies to enjoy the 7th and 8th good.
So here's the thing, Nate. Doctor Strange did go to a wizard school, and it was, I don't know, they used real things to teach them magic. They didn't have stupid ass books and candies that eat them. Like,
True.
They did
There
have
was no.
stupid-ass books.
Hey, there is literature. These kids study text. I mean, this shit is old. They got teachers that are teaching all this. It's a whole school, man.
and first off, can I say I should give it a 0 because I want more Vern Troyer, or not Vern Troyer,
Warwick Davis.
I want
Yes.
more Warwick Davis. You didn't give me enough.
He was a
Warwick
little.
Davis was in this.
Yeah, I want more Willow in my.
I watched. I
You'll
think.
be happy to know that, like, towards the end, he starts like kicking ass. He actually like joins in on the fight.
That's cool.
Is he Dobby?
Willow.
But
No.
so wait, so is there a fight? Is there a fight?
At the end, yeah, so at the end, there's like a big like bad wizard.
Oh, Mike just killed me. Is he Dobby? Best question of the
I don't know if
podcast.
it was Dobby.
He might be. Dobby likes
Dobby.
socks. Dobby likes socks.
Dobby is like a house elf.
I thought that was Drew's dog.
Yeah.
That is Drew's
He
dog.
likes
Yes,
dogs.
it is.
Shout out
He
to
Yeah.
wears socks.
Yes, he likes a sock is something that he wears and he values it. Yes.
Where does he wear the sock?
On his
Like-
side.
Leave it to Jeremy. Going down that deep dark hole
You
again.
have 1 foot.
Um,
What's to do with one sock?
I think he just kind of like wears them on his shoulder or something. I don't know.
Wait, where's 1 sock on his shoulder like a cash?
Let's look for a photo of Dobby.
Wait, so yeah, it's like it's his. Is that his like scarf? It's just like a fucking tube sock.
No, he wears a
I
sack.
got more, dude. You bring up all this shit, and it just gives me more questions.
Like, how shitty of a friend is Harry Potter if you can only give the guy 1 sock?
Well, that's the thing. Harry Potter helps him. He saves him. He's Malfoy's dad's house elf, and he's treated like crap.
So he gives him 1 sock?
So,
Well, Harry doesn't give him a sock. Harry gives him his freedom, and then something happens to Dobby later.
so I think they
Oh,
explained.
so he
it a little bit.
dies. Cute.
Why does it? Why
Something
does Harry
happens
Potter
later.
kick
Oh,
shit out of his own
straight up
family?
murdered. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like here's the question: why doesn't Harry Potter beat the shit out of his own family? Clearly, he does magic spells; they don't, and they're awful to him. Why,
That Chubby
choke
guy
his
is so
fat-
mean.
Yeah, like choke his fat ass little like uncle.
Well, you
or
saw what he
whatever
did to his aunt in that movie, right? Isn't
Yeah, that
the
was
one-
He does, but like you think he would do that just I don't know every time they're a dick to him.
Well, if he does, he'll get kicked out of the school, and he doesn't want to be kicked out.
He doesn't want to be there anyway, it seems like.
They're not allowed to use it outside of school or outside of the wizarding world.
I'd fucking use magic
Well,
all the time.
So wait, so why? What the fuck is the
What's the
point
point of being a
having-
wizard then?
Yeah, if you can't do just when I need magic, use magic. Oh, I
Well,
have to go in
because
this one area of the.
And that they don't want Muggles finding out about the wizard world, so
Why are
they're
they
not
called
allowed to do it.
Yeah.
It
But
seems like
no.
the whole reason people want to be wizards is so they can be in an old-timey court with a bunch
Yeah.
of fucking papers laying around with a guy in a cage in the center of the room going, well, he used magic weird.
Yeah, I guess you can't do it. Like, yeah, like, see, that whole thing doesn't explain. If I,
Why? So what's to do with the? So why are Muggles called Muggles?
Non-magic, so like, I don't know, Muggles.
No, that doesn't. Ain't no magic can go.
I think it's just a made-up word. It's just mudbloods. So like they're
Well, my
they're
bloods
not,
are.
they're not. It's not like pure wizard blood. It's like
I had my blood once.
so Muggles. I don't know. That's what they call it in the universe, man.
Where
Oh, the doctor cured it.
does the term muggle From
Oh,
It's like, why do they call Thor's hammer?
Rowling has stated that she created the word muggle from mug, an English term for someone who is easily fooled, and added the GLE to make it sound less demeaning and more cuddly. Thanks, Google. That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So you're a cuddling retard?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, moron! Like, you know we do magic, but we don't do it in the real world. We go into our little fucking back alley place and do it in there.
They can't know we exist, but we better not hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
Oh,
On that note,
I think we're done. Larry.
this was a good episode.
on that note, go check out Talking Pops everywhere you can listen to podcasts. Go follow them everywhere, like Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, even Mixer at Talking Pops. And then you should go follow the STS Guys. We're on Instagram at STS Guys. We're on Twitter at STS Guys. And we're on my favorite Facebook at the STS Guys. And I am Larry from the STS Guys.
Show him like a villain.
I've been waiting all week to say that. If you want to go get yourself some Harry Potter Funko Pops for some reason, go to shumistore.com, enter code STS Guys and save 10%. And you want to get some t-shirts. I don't think they have Harry Potter t-shirts, but they got some cool stuff at Animated Apparel Company. That's right, animatedapparelcompany.com. Get licensed t-shirts, hats. If you enter code STS Guys, you're going to save 10%, and you're going to get free shipping. Animated Apparel Company. It's the best.
It's the best.
It's the best.
And if you like the STS Guys, if you like Talking Pops, you should check out our other friends who have podcasts, like Pop Collectors Alliance, like The Tyler G Show, The Toy Photocast, Four Dorksmen, Geek Together, Secondary Heroes, The Average Nerd Podcast, Movie Retakes, 3 Beers, and a Mic. And one day, when the world returns to normal, Scott and I will make another episode of the Totally Rad Movie Podcast.
When I have internet that allows me to stream where I don't have to come to Jeremy's house.
Yeah, it's middle of June. We're getting close. So
Yeah, we're
soon.
getting close.
Ish.
Yeah,
July,
Larry's
I
going to be
should
going
be in
through
the
all
new
this
house.
too.
So,
Soon.
We might see all three of them together.
Yeah.
Next week.
So-
We'll see.
Just
I
go
should
to
be in the
McDonald's and stream it from there. It won't be annoying at all.
That
There
would
you
be
go.
amazing.
Yes. Just be really loud and pick like a table that's close to the front.
Yeah. Or do it in the bathroom at a McDonald's.
Close to the register. Yeah.
I have the perfect place to do it.
Whataburger?
Whataburger.
Yeah.
well,
Do they have free Wi-Fi?
1,000 of them here.
If they have
Really?
free Wi-Fi, you should definitely do it.
That
I
would
don't-
be pretty awesome.
Yeah. We'll all have to. We'll do some exploring. I'll find
Scott's
some.
like, yeah, I don't know about that idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jeremy and I have some bad stories about fast food places, so that I'm weary of.
You've got an invite to go to the Cooper's house. I think they're just
What
something
a
up south of you.
Mr. Cooper fucking nailed it.
Yeah,
Nail it.
Mr. Cooper. Yeah, hanging with Mr. Cooper.
That was a TV show
It
in
was.
the 90s.
It was a good
People
show.
at American Hogwarts would have watched it.
Yeah, they'd be watching it
Those
now.
damn muggles would have watched it, that's for sure.
They would just be getting Saved by the Bell at whatever American Hogwarts is.
Yeah.
You
It'd
know,
be
Dr.
all right.
Oh, Dr. Pepper shakes next week. Dr. Pepper shakes next week.
Oh, I'm getting one on the way home.
Dr. Pepper
I'm getting one next week.
I will go to the Whataburger. Maybe I should go to the Whataburger next to me, and we'll both be at Whataburgers.
That
Yeah.
would be.
But see, the problem is, Nate, the ones in Arizona don't have the Dr. Pepper shake.
It's true.
They just have them in over here.
You just ruined it, Scott.
Yeah.
My
Really?
favorite thing in Texas is the Dublin Dr. Pepper. You can't find it anywhere else. It pisses me off.
Oh, that from the Dublin Soda Company?
What?
From the Dublin Soda Company?
Well, no, Dublin Dr. Pepper. It's Dr. Pepper made with real cane sugar instead of high fructose corn syrup.
I'll send you some.
What?
Interesting.
You're
Jeremy's
good.
got the hookup.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's in a green bottle instead of a red one.
Oh yes, yes. It's like it's like Coca-Cola, and the bottles usually have the cane sugar and not high fructose corn syrup. And the glass bottles.
Sully's in the chat.
Sully knows.
Sully agrees that Dublin Dr. Pepper, it's the
Dr.
best.
Pepper shut down that factory. I'll burn down Dr. Pepper's.
What?
I saw some glass bottle Dr. Peppers at the store.
They sold them at the Costco.
At the Costco, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So
Costco.
At the ATX Costco?
At the Costco's.
At the Costco.
Costco.
Well, with that, I think we're at the point. Jeremy,
We got to go another 25 minutes. Let's.
Yeah. Jeremy,
Let's talk all Harry Potter for the next 30 minutes, guys. We're done.
All right. So for episode 136 of the STS Guys, we've been taking on a wizardry journey. I've been Wizard Jeremy.
Hey, it's regular Larry.
It's been Nate.
I'm Wizard Scott.
It's regular. It's just normal Mike.
It's
Not just Muggle Mike.
Muggle Mike. I like the alliteration.
We're not.
Make sure to go-
That's not going to be a thing. Just Mike.
Go check out Muggle Mike on Talking Pops, guys.
No, you don't.
Yes.
Just Mike.
Muggle Mike. I got it.
No, we're good. Just Mike.
And go watch Sully on Mixer because I'm pretty sure he's going live now.
Yeah, do right now.
Oh, yeah.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.